Hey, Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Just in case it needs to be said, movie endings are important. Most movies are a series of setups and payoffs.
I'll tell you where I'd go. To Watton Hill.
And the ending is the payoff for all the payoffs. A strong ending is typically the product of precise storytelling and a mountain of forethought. This is why I was surprised to learn that one of my favorite movies, The Burbs, never had a proper scripted ending throughout its production. In this video, I am going to do my best to chart how this film went from a scripted ending that everyone hated to its heavily improvised and, in my opinion, near-perfect grand finale. The Burbs is a 1989 dark comedy directed by Joe Dante. In the film, three suburbanites embark on an amateur investigation when they suspect their mysterious neighbors of foul play.
What happened is the kid spotted us last night when we were sleeping. He got up, he went to the garbage can, he took the body, and then he
buried him in the backyard.
It's a story of paranoia.
No one goes in, no one comes out, no visitors, no deliveries. What do you think they're eating over there, eh?
Xenophobia.
Klopek. What is that, Slavic?
And pratfalls. As mentioned in my opening, production began despite apprehension for the script's ending. Usually, rewrites would be called for, but that was not possible for The Burbs.
The Burbs was shot during a writer's strike, and I suppose that could be a plus or a minus, depending on what you think of writers. I happen to like writers myself.
That was about a 5 or 6 month strike, I believe. Luckily, the script was locked when we went into production, which made me very happy.
Because the picture was shot during a writer's strike, we couldn't have Dana around to do the kind of little fixes and pickups and things that you would want to do when you shoot the picture and plan the characters. And
so if you have a movie in production that needs massive script changes, the writers are not allowed to do those. And so the production is either stuck or the director and the producers are left and with the actors to fix whatever problems they think they might have.
I thought we could get around it by shooting it in sequence, so that if we did any improvs, they would be able to be generic and part of the story that we were telling.
So what was the original intended ending? According to a production script dated April 1988, it would have been something like this. Please note that all the endings we will be examining begin after Ray Peterson, Tom Hanks, puts himself inside the ambulance. As the paramedics start the engine, Ray just stares at the ceiling, totally wiped out. As the ambulance pulls off, he watches Mayfield Place fall away.
You just relax, Mr. Peterson.
I'm going to take good care of you.
Panicked, Ray jerks his head up. Out the back window, his world gets farther and farther away. Hans pokes through the carnage and finds something of interest. It's a bone. Reuben snatches the bone out of his hand and looks around to see if anybody's spotted him. Fade to black.
And everybody loved the script except for the ending.
We never knew from the beginning of the script whether we were guilty or not. There was no ending when we started the movie, which is, rare thing to do.
And it's my fault because I wrote the script to end rather ambivalently. But the rules change when you're spending a lot of money on a big studio picture and you've got a big star like Tom. I mean, it's just an ambivalent ain't gonna cut it.
This was being made after the movie Big came out.
And then the mantra was, well, you can't kill Tom Hanks.
Unsatisfied with the scripted ending and unable to commission a rewrite, the cast and crew did the only thing they could.
So when we shot the ending, it was all improvised.
Before the writer's strike, this was obviously, in development for a long time. The writers went on strike, I don't know, maybe in month before production or something. But we had banked a couple of alternative endings, and so there were other places we could go without actually doing any script work, which I wasn't allowed to do.
This improvised ending has been included in many of the home video releases of the film as the alternate ending. The improvisational element of this ending becomes apparent when you see that each segment of this ending is mostly captured in extended takes and medium to wide shots. All participating actors are kept in frame just in case.
I think that I have ideas that I could bring to Paraguay.
We could live next door to a Coke Baron or something like that.
That'd be fun.
I will now do a breakdown of this ending, as these improvised segments play a vital role in the shaping of the eventual final cut ending. Klopek interacts with normal people. In the improvised ending, a detective tries to interrogate Hans.
You don't get to the beach much, do you?
Ricky does Ricky stuff.
Oh, I gotta go, man. The pizza dude's here.
Ray learns the dark truth about the Klopeks. This reveal is short, simple, and very similar to the original script.
I'm going to take good care of you.
But instead of the ambulance driving away, we are treated to a scene of Carol convincing Art to apologize to Ray.
You're a chick. This is a guy thing. You don't understand. I am not apologizing to him. Now, Carol, don't look at me like that.
This leads to Art opening the ambulance doors, saving Ray, and exposing the Klopeks. The Klopeks are apprehended. No exposition or motivation is given for the Klopeks' murderous intentions.
Now here, all you have to do is take one step out of line. You paint your house the wrong shade of pink. You buy the wrong kind of car. You make one or two human sacrifices. Then when you walk down the street, everybody says, oh, there goes the weirdo.
The fate of the Naps.
Dr. Klopek said that if we dug down deep enough, we'd find them. Old couple. Name of Nap.
Art speaks to a reporter.
Because word's out, we're not content with just keeping our crab gas under control and painting our homes anymore. We're out to get them done.
Carol and Ray reunite. In the improvised ending, it is revealed that Ray is not on vacation, but had been fired from his job and did not want to tell Carol.
Well, you have very articulate body language. And when you came in Friday night, it said, no job.
They decide to now go on a real vacation.
Go up to the lake.
We got him, neighbor.
Get away from him.
The neighbors go their separate ways. Art tries to get anyone to grab a beer with him. Mark and Bonnie turn him down.
A little bit of the old debriefing, pal.
As do Ray and Carol.
Geraldo Rivera's coming. He's gonna excavate the basement of the Klopeks. It's gonna go all over the world on satellite.
In the improvised ending, we linger on a rejected Art just before Ricky exclaims,
God, I love this street.
The camera cranes up as the theme to Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood begins to play.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for a neighbor.
We had our first director's preview, and it went okay. But the writer's strike was just ending, and they decided, well, now we can write a real ending.
According to the Washington Post article, No End to the Burbs, written by Steve Pond and dated October 20th, 1988, The Burbs, which finished shooting months ago, is back at work on a new ending. When director Joe Dante and stars Tom Hanks, Carrie Fisher, and Bruce Dern were shooting the film, they weren't completely happy with any of the several endings that had been written prior to the writer's strike. They ad-libbed some new scenes and waited until the last minute to decide which ending to use. We might use an ending that hasn't been written yet, said one cast member. But if we do, we can't admit that it's not written because the Writers Guild will come in. It turns out the one they used didn't work, and now they've hired a professional to write a new one.
I got called in to do some inserts and some pickups, which was like a day of work or 2 days, and it just kept expanding. They kept writing more stuff. And
matter of fact, we even reshot that big ending, which was a huge production, to go back and reshoot.
I have not been able to confirm whether the writer commissioned for the new scripted ending was Dana Olson or someone else, but it's clear that the new ending was inspired by the previous improvisations of the cast and crew.
I do remember when they said they were going to reshoot the ending, I said, well, you got to keep Rick Dukeman's ad-lib speech to the reporters about bad guys have to watch out because us suburbanites were going to come and get them. And so they repeated that in the reshoot.
This is a little note to psychos, axe murderers, and weirdos all over the world. I think the message to psychos, fanatics, murderers, nutcases all over the world is they shouldn't mess with suburbanites. Do not mess with suburbanites because, frankly, we're just not going to take it anymore. Because word's out, we're not content with just keeping our crab gas under control and painting our homes anymore. You know, we're not going to be content to look after our lawns and wax our cars, paint our houses. We're out to get them, Don. We're out to get them, Don. We are out to get them.
Now let's compare the beats found in the final cut ending of The Burbs.
You betcha, Mr. Peterson.
Klopek interacts with normal people and Ricky does Ricky stuff have been combined into one beat.
We got the pizza dude coming, you know?
Imbecile, you'll have more on you!
Ray learns the dark truth about the Klopeks. The ambulance scene has been reshot with a new Dr. Warner monologue.
You stole one of my skulls, didn't you? Oh, yes. I know you did. It belonged to a neighbor of yours. The name was Knapp.
No true motivation for these killings is given yet again. In an added action beat, Hans is revealed to be the ambulance driver. Trying to escape the cul-de-sac, Hans crashes into Art's house. Dr. Warner and Ray continue to fight on a runaway stretcher until it crashes into the Klopek's car, opening the trunk. Evidence is uncovered. The Klopeks are apprehended.
This your vehicle, Dr. Klopek?
They are arrested. Mark is given an added action beat as he captures Hans.
I was 18 months in the bush and I could snap your neck in a heartbeat.
Art speaks to a reporter.
We are out to get them.
Carol and Ray reunite. There is no job revelation. According to the cast and crew, audiences were bummed that Tom Hanks had been fired from his job, so they cut it.
I'm gonna pack a bag, go up to the lake.
Got him, neighbor. Get away from him.
Ray and Carol still decide to take a real vacation.
Vacation? What are you, crazy? This is a major media event here. Geraldo Rivera's coming. He's going to excavate the basement of the Klopek.
Neighbors go their separate ways. Art trying to gather everyone for beers is cut short by the return of his wife.
My wife is home!
Ray symbolically passes the torch to Ricky.
You should keep an eye on the neighborhood for me.
Ricky exclaims,
God, I love this street.
The camera cranes up as the film's ending title score begins. But our journey isn't over yet. Even with a fresh writer and a newly polished ending, not all the details were set in stone.
There was literally 3 versions of this ending.
So we had to explain at the end of the picture what they were up to, and it generally came in the form of what was in the trunk of their car. And we did one version where they open up the trunk of the car and there's cheerleaders. And then we had another one we opened up and the garbage men were in the car. Eventually it just ended up, it was just a reshoot and we just did a shot of skulls.
When the film was shown for the cast and crew screening, we had previously gone out to a prop place and shot a shot of the trunk being opened and it was full of bones. Actors didn't know that. When they were at the cast and crew screening, it was a complete surprise to them to see that they weren't coming out of the car dead, alive, but rather they were dead.
Eagle-eyed viewers will notice that the garbage men are present in the final shot of the film, despite not being seen prior.
We're the ones who are vaulting over the fences and peeking in through people's windows. We're the ones who are throwing garbage in the street and lighting fires. We're the ones who are acting suspicious and paranoid. We're the lunatics. It's not them. It's us.
Throughout its evolution, the basic principle to the ending of The Burbs remained the same.
I don't know what to say. What, do you want me to move?
Despite the film's message against suspicion and paranoia, every ending reveals that the Klopeks were in fact up to no good. The changes to the ending dealt with the balance of villain exposition and the wrapping up of the main characters.
Everywhere I met only suspicion and distrust.
It's true, in LA nobody ever said anything.
I will always maintain that the best course of action for a satisfying movie ending is a completed movie script that all creative parties are in agreement on.
You remember the name of the town, don't you?
Zihuatanejo.
But that was clearly not the case on The Burbs, and it's one of my favorite movies.
Southeast Asia, we'd call this type of thing
Bad karma.
Sometimes chaos reigns, and it takes a spark of madness and a willingness to follow your instincts to find the right conclusion. Who knows if The Burbs would have been as good a movie if not for the writer's strike?
A movie? That's not real. It's the same as television. Trust me. This is real. This is my neighborhood.
One thing is for sure. God, I love this street.
Nobody knocks off an old man in my neighborhood and gets away with it.
This is Try Ply Video, and this has been My 2 Cents.